Yeah.
My A2 Media Studies evaluation. In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? Okay, so my media product. Through my analysis of various teaser trailers, magazine front covers, and film posters, I have been able to create a professional piece of work which promotes my film and displays the conventions I have followed or challenged throughout my main and ancillary tasks. Different conventions that are used in magazine front covers and posters have been mastheads, prices, barcodes, slogans. There's different pace of action in the trailer, billing blocks. Important things to include, to focus on, would be the genre and film classification, different colours, cast names, all that sort of thing. This has provided me with an opportunity to promote my product through background research into film companies, marketing campaigns, and film genres that appeal to my target audience. My teaser trailer. My teaser trailer incorporates genres of action, fantasy, and horror as specified by my target audience as their preferred film genres. My teaser trailer begins displaying my production companies, Conquest Pictures and Pristine Productions. Each film trailer I have analysed has shown their production companies bearing the house style of the film's themes, i.e. the colours and the backgrounds, music and everything to fit the style of the film and the pace of action being shown. So what my teaser trailer includes: there's a green preview screen shown before many established teaser and official trailers, which I decided to include to make it more professional looking. There's text screens throughout, rather than a voiceover, as to let the action on screen and music build to create the atmosphere and highlight genres such as action, horror and fantasy. And this is a screen from the Harry Potter trailer that I analysed. There's eye contact from my actors to the camera to create immediacy and create a relationship with my audience, which you can see is in the James Bond one as well. The name of the film is shown at the end, so it's the last thing my audience see, along with the website for the film and the coming soon screen, which causes anticipation for the film. The pace of the trailer indicates that my film has action scenes incorporated, and the music aids the teaser to build and retain the audience's attention. There's advertising I have included, an image of my protagonist on a Dell laptop, much like the James Bond trailer, which includes gadgets and technology from bio. This is part of my advertising campaign for my trailer and would increase the budget for the film if I were to actually make the film. Developing conventions. My trailer develops the ideas of other teaser trailers that I have analysed, such as Harry Potter, Batman Begins and James Bond. My trailer is 1 minute 15 seconds, slightly longer than the average teaser trailer. However, the Harry Potter trailer is 2 minutes 30 seconds and James Bond is 1 minute 12 seconds, therefore my timing is not too outside the ordinary. I think this gives a better indication of what the film is about by giving a little bit more information while not giving too much away and giving them something to remember. So these are some screens from my teaser trailer. Okay, so established teasers use the Warner Brothers logo is part of their film distributors. They use their text screens throughout, and this is like one of the most famous shots from James Bond. And in this trailer it starts off black and white, and that's how they introduce colour when he shoots and there's blood. So shots from my teaser, with the gun you can see that there's action scenes, there's text screens like in Harry Potter, and then the design of my character's face with the close-up sort of insinuates that there's going to be fantasy elements. So teaser trailer challenges. My teaser trailer challenges other established teaser trailers I have analysed due to aspects such as the amount of shots used, where my trailer has 44 shots, whereas James Bond Casino Royale has 65 shots in a slightly shorter space of time. As opposed to other teaser trailers such as Batman Begins, I have not included a voiceover or dialogue in my trailer, which will increase the mystery presented in my trailer. The only dialogue used is at the end, where the female dream character says boo while looking straight into the camera lens. From the trailers I have analysed, I have found that most would show one main genre aspect, such as explosions, which would suggest action, but I show action from chase scenes, the horror and fantasy aspects from the idea of dreams shown throughout. special effects to portray different movements of atmosphere within the trailer, and my female dream character. Okay, so my actors. This is the protagonist, Shane McElvanna, casted as Kevin Smith. He is the main character where his dreams are becoming reality and he is seeking the truth. This is my female character. She plays a dual role. She's the dream character which is haunting the protagonist, but she's also a normal girl who he's seeing throughout his daily life. So this is Lisa, casted as Leanne, and she is both characters and haunts the protagonist. And then we have the antagonist, Stephen Curley, casted as Agent Lynch, protector of dreams, and tries to stop him from finding out the truth. So this is a print screen from my PB Works, where you can see this is my final edited version that I uploaded to my PB Works through YouTube, and I've inserted the plugin so it's a public figure, everybody can see it. So how effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary tasks? So ancillary tasks. My products interweave through the images I have used for my ancillary tasks, the house style, particular colours which collect to maintain the themes and genres of my teaser trailer. Images of Lisa as both the dream character and Leanne reflect how she haunts my protagonist's dreams by also showing up in his daily life and how Agent Lynch chases Kevin Smith to protect Kevin from finding the truth. I also took a step further in the promotion of my film by editing my footage to create a blooper reel and edited images to show where my film may be shown, such as the sides of buses, images, advertising, products by Apple, such as the iPad or magazine websites, and billboards in towns or in Shaftesbury Square. I will take a look. So I have done the side of a bus. This is the iPad, which will be advertised on different magazine websites and different billboards that would be in different places, like this one's in Japan and this one is in Times Square in New York. So, the analysis of film posters such as The Hangover, The Dark Knight, The Orphanage and Love Actually provided me with ideas of what design features and conventions I should apply to my poster. The conventions highlighted here reflect some of the conventions I have included and challenged. So for The Dark Knight, there's different ones, like the background image gives the idea that there's danger, action and chaos, which is furthered by the fire element added to the Batman icon. The tagline, "Welcome to a world without rules." There's also included the A-list cast names such as Christian Bale and Michael Caine. The Dark Knight film title is featured along the lower third, which I have included in my film poster, which is also seen in Love Actually and many of the other posters that I've analysed. There's a date for release, which is at the very bottom of the poster and highlighted in a lighter colour so people know when it's released. And there's a billing block, which gives production companies and cast names and film directors and all that sort of thing used throughout every poster. It's the same for Love Actually. The colour scheme gives the idea that it's set around Christmas time. Red insinuates love, and the fact that it's a bow around all the pictures suggests that it's going to be presented around Christmas time and people are going to enjoy it. The actors' names are all highlighted underneath their pictures. Firstly, their first name is in black, and then a bolder type is used in red colouring for their surname. They use a tagline along the bottom instead of the top, like The Dark Knight, where this is the ultimate actual comedy. Very romantic, very comedy is also used as a caption underneath Love Actually, their film title. They've also included the billing block and their date for release in cinemas on November 21st, actually, which adds into the film title itself. So, the film poster. This is my poster. And these are the different conventions I used. Firstly, the colour scheme is black and white, which gives the impression of eeriness and thriller elements in the film. There is immediacy suggested through the eyes staring straight at my audience. The slightly canted angle of the image creates an adventurous horror feel of the film. My film title is also placed along the lower third because I wanted to follow this convention that my other posters have used. This separates the text to stand out, white with red shading to make it more noticeable, and featured in the middle third to draw attention. Logos, the production companies and distributors featured along the bottom I have included. So there's Conquest Pictures, Press Productions and Hellfire Pictures, as well as the BBFC film classification, which gives the idea of what age limit is allowed to view this film due to the horror aspects in it. The design on my character's face shows the fantasy elements in the film and catches the audience's attention and interests them, and they want to find out what it's about. The cast names are also featured above the film title. As seen on previous film posters, the A-list names are typically featured here in the same style, with white writing and red shading around the background to make it stand out from the picture. And I have also included my billing block, which displays my editors and production companies and the screenplay, etc., with actors' names, and which is a typical convention used. So this is the process I took while making my poster. I firstly drew it out, and then I decided to take the pictures of my female character, adding a slight more bit of blood and stuff to her face to make it seem more horror and action. And then this transferred when I came to use Photoshop, and I added in this design around her face and made her eyes darker, and started to add in different conventions like the billing block and the film title and all that sort of thing. So the overall turnout was very good. This is my teaser film poster. So this also follows the style of my official poster. It's black and white, which carries the theme through. My cast names are featured along the top to attract attention to the actors in the film, which will probably... Okay, so the film title is placed in the centre and is the same colour to fit the colour scheme of the poster, and it sort of stands out against the black background. So the coming soon convention of a teaser poster attracts the audience and gives them an indication of when the film is going to be released, but also adds anticipation because they don't know when it's going to be released. The main image gives the idea of fantasy and adventure within the film, where I've added this extra feature of the light bulb in her hand nearly to add this idea that it's fantasy. The colour scheme fits my official film poster by black and white colours and adds mystery and fantasy through the effects I have used, such as the smudging and the black nails and the lighting around her face and shadows, which adds to mystery. And then I've also included my logos at the bottom, which were seen in my film poster. So this is my film poster in comparison to already established ones. Film titles along the bottom I've also used in mine in the lower third. It sort of attracts attention and gives a more professional outlook to my poster. So my magazine front cover. Through my research into established magazines, I've been able to analyse Empire Film Magazine's front cover and Total Film in order to create my second ancillary task, which I named The Editor, which is in keeping with the style of my magazine. So there's different conventions that I have also used in my poster, such as the masthead along the top third. Issue dates have also been included on both of them, between the ends on each of them. The strapline has been used top and bottom on Total Film, the modern guide to movies, and they have also added in different features that will be included inside. Whereas on Empire they have included what features there will be, such as the lovely bones, the Clooney and more. And more is a buzzword which will appeal more to people and encourage them to look through the magazine. They've included different images along the bottom to give an indication of what sort of films they will be reviewing, whereas on Total Films one they've included them along the side to add a more edgier feel, and the chaotic images gives an idea of what sort of genre they're appealing, or what target audience they're appealing for. So this is my magazine front cover. I've also included the issue, the price and the date and issue number are featured at the top to add a touch of professionalism. The masthead is along the top as well to make it stand out, and it spreads across the top of the magazine. The editor gives the idea that it's about a film magazine and the editing of films. The strapline I've included along the top, which gives extra information about what's going to be inside, so Oscars information, the device and more. There's a barcode that I included along the top which challenges the other magazines that there was beforehand, where they included theirs along the side or in the bottom corner. My film title has been featured just underneath the main image, the relentless, its central third with drop shadow to add the effect of the film, the red colouring for adventure and suggests some danger that may be in the film and action aspects. The tagline along the bottom or caption, dreams will never be the same. There is uppercase used to suit the style of the film and draws attention, which adds a hint of mystery to the film and what it's about. I've also included a strapline along the bottom where I have included 3 images and used alliteration behind the scenes, best stunt features and biggest film hits. So the features I've included inside are films that are about to be released, such as Holmes 2 release, The Dark Knight Rises, will Nolan direct again, and Matt Damon and Bourne. So this sort of gives an idea of action and what sort of style of films that my film will also suit with. You see, this is the development process of my magazine cover. So this is the plain image as it was, and then how I started to construct it. I had a different film title or magazine title at the start, which then changed to the editor, and this is the final outcome. And this is my cover in comparison to already established magazines. So you can see certain similarities where I've included the film title in the centre rather than adding an angle to it or anything. But I have added extra features such as touching up my model's face with her eyes to make them stand out more, and this light bulb in her hand. Okay, so what have you learned from your audience feedback? I made sure to continuously ask my target audience about their ideas of my teaser trailer, like what they think I should include more of, should I make the piece faster or slower, if my soundtrack fitted the images and conveyed the genre as well, if they liked the direction the storyline was going from and what they could see from my teaser trailer that they liked, if they liked the characterization from my actors and whatever they liked the name or not. This was all very beneficial in the editing stages of my teaser, so you can see this is me on GarageBand during the filming stages with Lisa, and when we were making the dream character where I was drawing the design on her face. So, the easiest way to get audience feedback from my target audience was to play my trailer to my media class and then change whatever pieces they thought that didn't work just as well, which I did find very beneficial because they could tell me whether I should cut certain aspects of it and make it certain scenes snappier, or whether this would fit the action style or not. I then decided to put my final edited version on Facebook. Having created a group for my film, it received a lot of good feedback and has over 50 views on YouTube so far, and over 40 views for the bloopers that I created. So these are screen grabs from Facebook where you can see the group that I created, the amount of people who have joined, and then some of the comments stating where some of my other media friends from different schools have said that they really enjoyed it and they're very impressed. So. I put some of the comments from my target audience up on my PB Works, but they all seem to be pleased with the overall outcome of the teaser. With this in mind, the bloopers has over 30 likes on Facebook, and a lot of people approached me asking what it was about, and that they enjoyed it, so this made them want to watch the trailer. This shows my marketing campaign for my film in progress, much like the viral marketing campaign for the film Cloverfield that we looked at during the research stages, and these are some of the screen grabs from my blooper trailer. Okay, so how did you use the new media technologies in the construction, research, planning and evaluation stages? So technology. I used different technologies throughout the different stages of my coursework. The internet was a main factor that allowed me to look up magazines, trailers, film posters, images, interviews and behind the scenes information on different films and the creation of the ideas behind them. My main media technologies I used for planning, research and construction and evaluation are my PB Works blog site, YouTube, my Animoto slideshow which I've included, my Prezi Brainstorm, the iMacs which have iMovie, GarageBand and iDVD which helped me to construct my film and create the soundtrack and then burn it onto a DVD, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, Facebook, the downloader for sounds, my digital camera and the internet. How technology has been used. So GarageBand, using the digital camera while filming, using pictures as well, using my camera to take stills. Animoto, this is my slideshow. Photoshop, and of course YouTube. Constructing my products. Without technology such as Photoshop, I wouldn't have been able to complete my ancillary tasks. With knowledge from last year's coursework and extra tutorials for updated versions of Photoshop and tools from YouTube, I was able to produce more effective pieces that appeal to my target audience. So this is my overall magazine cover, but this is a picture that I used from last year's coursework that I've included for the biggest film hits that could have wrote the soundtrack. So this is the album cover that I created. And these are my final products all together, where you can see the images I have used for my teaser, poster and my magazine cover are similar, but how they can look so different to add to the fantasy viewing or add a wee bit of more action and sort of appealing nature to my audience. And then the black and white, so this is them all together.